Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I just wanted to connect with you guys real quick. Super excited about Sunday night. And the whole student team's been working so hard on this, trying to figure out all the details, just trying to make it an incredible night. We cannot wait until Sunday night and what God's going to do. Just real quick before I even start that, my name is Pastor Rick, and just what an honor it is to be able to just play a small part with our student team. And I just wanted to, this is kind of like a quick little huddle for Sunday night to get us all ready to roll. And before I even go into a couple details, I just want to say thank you so much for what you guys do. Thank you for investing in students. I know it's not easy. I know it's challenging at times. I know they can be a pain in the butt. And so I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys for investing in them. Thanks for caring. Thank you for putting up with some of their stuff, but then just walking with them and just having a desire and a heart to want to mentor them and help them in their journey. And so thank you so much. Hey, let me go through the night really quick just to make sure we're all on the same page. I'll try to hit this stuff quick, but there's a bunch of important stuff in here to make the night successful. The first one is the flow of the night. We're meeting at the Alton Darby campus. As you know, some of you have been asked to come a little bit early. We'd ask that everybody would be there by 6:15. So if you can be in the main lobby by 6:15, that'd be great. I know some of our check-in people are starting a tiny bit early. Maybe you can check in and see, hey, does anybody need anything? Is everybody good to go? If everybody's good to go, please go to the games and just start connecting with kids as they come in and just high-fiving them, making sure you know their names. Just engaging with our students is vital for this night. This night's all about engaging them, connecting with them, learning their names, meeting their new friends, and just making this a place that they're like, man, I want to go back there. There's something special. God's doing something special there. So that's kind of your role at the very beginning. We're going to start service around 7:30. Trent and the band have put together a great night. A bunch of students are going to be up there, which is awesome. So we'll have our service. After service is over, we anticipate service being over about 8:30 or so. Parker has organized all of our busing. We have 9 buses coming. They are school buses. And we've got all that figured out by their wristband. They'll be wearing 2 wristbands. One is for their food. It'll get cut off when they eat their pizza and drink their pop. And the other wristband, it says what bus they're riding. And that will be the bus they're riding on the way there and on the way back. So that is our plan for the bus. After the service, we're going to get all the students on the buses, and that's all been organized and thought out. We're going to head to Scene 75. The doors open right at 9:30 or maybe a few minutes before. And so please hold all the students on the bus until Cole gives us the green light. We don't want people freezing outside. So just that's a tip for all of our buses. Make sure you do that. Obviously, we want you guys on the bus just for supervision, and we don't want all the leaders sitting in the very front. That's not a good look. We need kind of spread out throughout the bus just so we know what's going on. Like I said, 9:30 to 11:30 is Scene 75. The students will be given game cards that are unlimited, so that should just be a total blast. Pizza is going to start at 10 o'clock. And that's all been figured out. Students will be served in there. And like I said, they'll cut the second wristband off when they eat their pizza. And then at 11:30, we'll start shutting everything down. And students will be heading out to the buses. We'll make sure we got the right students on the bus, that they're all on the bus again. And then after we do that, we're heading back to Alton Darby for a pickup right around midnight. And Mike Banks is organizing our bus drop-off so it's not chaotic. Let me go. That was super quick, but let me tell you one other really important part, and that's the message. I'm really excited to be able to share the message this coming Sunday night. And just to give you a really quick overview, because it's really vital that you guys know what's getting ready to happen in that moment. One is make sure you're in the room. We need our students to see that we're participating. Spread the room. Sit with the students. And during the message, I'm going to be talking about Exodus chapter 3, where Moses literally sees this bush on fire and God calling to him. I can't imagine that moment. It was just crazy in Moses' life to hear that, to think about that. And so I'm going to be talking literally to our students about some of the amazing things that's happening across our campuses and student ministry, and just some of the things that God is doing and God is saying to our students. It's really amazing when you look at the list and start thinking through some of the things that are happening. And essentially, where I'm going to call the students at the end, I'm going to have some tables set up, probably about 6 tables. There's going to be cards on the tables. There's going to be pens. And we really don't need leaders there. Students can just go and do their thing. And on the card, similar to in the past, they're going to put their name and their campus. They're going to put if they have any kind of commitment for that night. So maybe a baptism, like, hey, I'd love to get baptized. Or maybe it's a first-time decision, which would be amazing. Recommitment. Those kind of things are on the card. But then at the bottom of the card, there's a line that says, my Moses moment. And really what I'm asking them to do is I'm asking them to spend a few minutes, just like when Moses was asked, during that burning bush, Moses was asked to do multiple things, and he started really questioning, like, man, I don't know if I've got the skills. I don't know if I can do it. And so the challenge I'm giving them is to stop and sit for a moment and really ask to hear from the Lord. Like, Lord, I want to hear your voice. I want to hear what do you have for me? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to fulfill your calling? What do I need to do to step up in my life? And I'm going to read through all those examples. And so that's the first moment. They're going to go to the table. They're going to fill that out. What's something God's calling them to do? And they're going to write that on there. And then the second thing, so there's 2 parts. The second thing, this is where you guys really come into play, really important, is I'm going to ask the students, this is a big ask, I know, but just Scripture calls us as believers to confess our sin, to say what's going on. Hey, here's a struggle I'm struggling with. I'm messing up in this area and I need help. And I'm asking them to go to a trusted, godly friend, or to go to their small group leader and just say, hey, I'm struggling with gossip and I need help. Hey, I'm struggling. I've been cheating at school a bunch, and I know that doesn't make God happy, and I need you to pray with me. And so I want you guys to prepare your hearts like I'm asking God that he would touch our students, that they would desire to go and confess what's going on in their life and ask God for forgiveness. And so I'm praying for a special moment to take place there. And I just wanted you guys to be prepared for that, to be able to think about that, to make yourselves available so students can see you. And we're praying that God's going to work in that moment. The last thing I want to tell you is I would love for you to spread the word with your students. And maybe you're already tied up in the lobby, busy with things. I get that. But I'm asking for our core students and some of our difference makers to meet at the student center at 6 o'clock for a word of prayer. And I'm just going to cast the vision a little bit of what the message is going to look like, real brief. And I'm going to ask that they would just spread the room and that we could have prayer, that God will work and move Sunday night. So I cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for what you do. And I'll see you Sunday night.